Hi everyone. So I've had a lot of you asking me about how I set up these miniature scenes that I keep posting pictures about on Instagram and on Facebook and so on and so forth. And I figured I'd just set up a YouTube channel and show you how I put that stuff together, because honestly, taking pictures and writing the procedure for it, not really something I have the time for right now. So I'm just going to dive right in. Because it's hurricane season and because we are in the middle of Hurricane Florence, I decided to start out with showing you how to build a beach scene because that makes sense. So first things first, I'm going to show you what I have to build this thing with. So in this case, I decided to use this kind of glass container, kind of hard to see, glass container with like metal sides. I got it at Target in the clearance section, I believe, but definitely in like the bath goods. So sometimes I tend to use upcycled containers like jewelry boxes or little cardboard containers that come as packaging for certain products that I've purchased. There's no need to throw them away, and I just have such good uses for them. So those usually are what I go to. But in this case, I wanted to be able to see through the sides, and a glass container was going to be the best way to do that. So let's go through the ingredients. So we have this little fence. I thought that was adorable. I trimmed it. I eyeballed it. I never measure anything. I really probably should. If you want your product to look professional and clean cut, you probably want to measure things. But I eyeballed it, so I just trimmed it with little wire cutters. You could probably use scissors for these, but I wouldn't recommend it. Just use little wire cutters. So then we have these little plastic bamboo tree things. These are really cool. Another great hack for when you're assembling miniature things, if you're looking for certain pieces that are very vibrant, and you don't mind them looking a little tacky or maybe a little cheaper, go with fish supplies, like things that go in fish tanks. Little foliage that goes in there. Those are really great pieces, and I have used those in Halloween displays. So just a tip. We've got this little pineapple, because how could you not use a pineapple? Man, my hands look wrinkly in this light. Palm trees, really adorable little palm trees, and surfboard, ukulele, and flip-flops. Also, this little fish I got, this is just something I had. This is it's a little charm for a necklace, and I just happened to have it, and I thought that would be great. So things like that, little found objects, are pretty great for these projects. Little umbrella thing. That thing is great. It's also, none of this is to scale. Like, none of this makes any sense. That's fine, because I'm not really going for a clean-cut, super to-scale, professional look like you see in, like, Warhammer and stuff. That's not what I'm going for. This is kind of kitschy, and I'm fine with that. That's the look I'm going for. These are little glass stones I got in the floral section. They are rounded. You can get them, I think you get, like, a whole bag of them, and they're usually, like, $5 or $6. But I thought they were really great because of the way that the light shines through. So we're going to use those. So let's start off with those. Just dump them in here. Ideally, you would start off with, you would really be putting them in first and then putting the sand around them. But unfortunately, I am reassembling this thing and I don't have anywhere to dump the sand to really accurately show you. So for purposes of this demonstration, we're just going to dump them in there. Kind of shake up the sand a little bit. There we go. The fence can be put in the front or the back. I put it in the front because I thought that looked cooler. I'm not really sure that makes sense because it's right up against the water. But it doesn't matter because it still looks pretty. So we're going to drop the trees in there, around here. Kind of wiggle them in there a little bit. Stick the bamboo behind that. Then the surfboard has to go somewhere. So it's gonna go back here, kind of near the water. Relatively close. It's all relative, right? And then we're gonna put the ukulele over here next to the trees and a tiny pineapple right at the bottom. It's kind of off to the side. Don't have any coconuts. I really would have liked to have put coconuts in here, but here we are. I'm gonna wedge these little flip-flops in here. It takes a little maneuvering. I have apparently very large hands, so this is very difficult to do effectively. And I'm just going through like hurricane and messing everything up. Okay, so this is one way of doing it. The fish has to go somewhere, so I'm just gonna put it around the back here. Shouldn't be in the sand. So just kind of wedge it in the water. It looks dead. That's not what I meant for it, but you know, you get the picture. So then the umbrella goes in. So top down, that's what it looks like. Kind of cool. And then you get down here and you can kind of see in the light how the light shines through. This is a really great piece to put in front of a window. Unfortunately, today is not a great day to put it in front of the window because, as you can tell, it's very rainy. But actually, that's kind of nice. The light shines through that pretty well, and it almost looks like sunset with that little ukulele, and you can kind of see inside how everything fits together. And you can customize it. You don't need to use glass stones. You can use much more granular little beads that might look better, actually. This particular piece, not good if you have children, because it's an open top and it has sand and lots of little pieces. I would really not recommend this if you have this around children. I would recommend if you're gonna do that, keep it high up or something, but this is not a piece I would recommend working on if you have big dogs that like to get up on surfaces and knock things over, or small children. So I probably should have led with that, but that's all I've got. So if you have any questions or comments, leave it in the comments, because I want to hear them. So thank you.